Command Center is where we tell you the ongoing successes on the war against terror. It will give you a panorama. In the face of an ongoing insurgency in the Northeast. Good day. You're welcome to your favorite program, Command Center. Live from the Silverbird Television Abuja studios. We'll bring you an up-to-date information on the war against terror. My name is Amadin Uyi, and I am your host on this program. 2 months after the arrest of notorious billionaire kidnapper Chukwudi Dumeme Onuamadike, popularly known as Evans, the Nigerian police has taken the war against kidnappers to their doorsteps. Within the last 1 month, several kidnappers have been arrested for terrorizing the ever-busy Abuja-Kaduna Expressway, now regarded as the notorious red spot. Just this week, another set of kidnappers were unveiled by the Nigerian police in Niger State after thorough intelligence and surveillance confirmed their participation in the criminal enterprise of kidnapping. Today on the program, we have a security expert, Senator Iroegbu, who will give us an expert view on the efforts of the police in curbing kidnapping and citizens' responsibility to ensure their safety. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, Amadi.
You can join the conversation by liking our Facebook page, STV Command Center, and follow us on Twitter via our Twitter handle @CommandCenter16. Stay tuned.
Terrorism is not jihad. It is cruel, wicked, and man's inhumanity to man. Both Islam and Christianity abhor the killings of the weak and defenseless. There can be no development without peace and security. See something, say something. Let's give peace a chance.
Welcome back. Like we said earlier, we have Senator Iroegbu on the program. Welcome once again.
Thank you, Amadi.
Okay, before we get to him, let's watch this video, which will form the basis for our discussion today.
The IGP launched Operation Absolute Sanity on Kaduna-Abuja Road to ensure that all kind of kidnappers and other violent criminals are removed from that highway. From FCT, Niger, Kaduna to Kano. So the operation was ongoing. And if you recall, up to 2 weeks now, we paraded some suspects that were arrested in the act at Katari. There, 32 suspects that were arrested for kidnapping and other violent crime were paraded, with assorted number of firearms numbering about 18 recovered from them. And some of the victims equally talked to the press. Subsequently, up to 2 weeks after then, we arrested additional 40 suspects who were equally arrested in the act. A lot of firearms were recovered from them. And as we speak, investigation is in top gear to ensure that they are diligently prosecuted in court.
You just watched that video. This is the latest disclosing a recent bust by the police, a recent bust of kidnappers by the police. How will you appraise the efforts of the Nigerian police force in curbing this crime?
I want to really commend the effort of the police, not only the police, both Department of State Service, that's DSS, even the Nigerian military, or most time you hear from the Nigerian army. They've been doing quite a lot in this issue of busting the kidnappers, apprehending them. But what is more alarming is the kind of rising, cases of kidnapping, because either our security agents are doing enough or they are multiplying in their ranks. That's the kidnappers. But I must kind of commend our Nigerian security services agents, especially the police, the DSS, in the work they are doing so far, even though we still expect more from them.
Now, you said we need to commend these two services, especially these two services. They are not the only services. But it seems the arrest of billionaire kidnapper Evans suddenly woke the police from their slumber. Because it was after Evans was arrested, we realized that this is a multi-billion naira industry.
Not really that arrest of just that Evans' own was high profile.
Okay.
I think they've been arresting some, but it didn't generate the kind of national awareness and attention. You remember before him there was this case of Vampire, who was arrested and later escaped from the prison, and he was in a shootout in Port Harcourt, from Imo State to Rivers State in Port Harcourt. He died. And before then, there have been, a series of DSS statements. You've seen a lot of arrests. Though I would say that prior to that events, DSS has been a kind of more proactive in the kidnapping issue than the police. Even though I won't take it away from them that they've been making effort, but it seems that sources have also energized them now. Because after that, I started hearing a lot of successes along the Kaduna Abuja road.
Okay, the Inspector General of Police, Ibrahim Idris, says that about 2,000, you talked about that it just has to be two ways. It's either the police have increased their bust or the number is increasing exponentially. And the Inspector General said that there are 2,000 kidnapped suspects are currently in police custody. Alarming. The number, though, is very disturbing. Do you think the public should be really, really bothered about this?
The public should be bothered too. And one thing about this kidnapping, it's a very complex criminal issue that the burden alone shouldn't be left for security agents. That's how the increasing issue of community policing is coming to fore. The public should be bothered, because if you know the impact of kidnapping on average family or relatives, is very devastating, both emotional and psychological, even financial. So that's why they should be concerned. But one thing about Nigerian security issues, especially internal security operation, is the kind of divergence between the security agents, intelligence agents, and the members of the public. There seems to not to be synergy. It seems to be, it's their job, let them do it. And also when it affects members of the public, there seems to be kind of lethargy. You remember I don't know whether it's Chimamanda, when the father was kidnapped some time ago. She made comment about how she has to provide money for police to get a gadget that they use to start tracking. So these are kind of things that need to be breached. If you go to foreign country, if you see that they make successes, it's not as if they are spirit. It's human being. There was something, I don't know if you have seen it on Facebook. They show it, they show some CCTV gadget in UK and US. In Germany, they saw some old women peeping from their window, retirees. What are they saying? Citizen participation. It's not as if in UK and US it doesn't also happen, but they are saying in Germany, I think it seems to be hallmark. Both should come into synergy, both in technological advancement with security agents and then citizen participation. So in answering to your question, it's alarming, it's something the citizens should be worried about.
Yeah, you've given us quite a lot, but before we go on to more on citizen participation, let's watch this next video, also from that parade. Let's watch this, then we'll move on.
I will start with the first group. The first group is a group that is notorious for kidnapping, raping, and armed robbery on this highway. We have one of them, Abubakar Muhammad, Isa Umar, Baje Sair, Sanusi Adamu, Nuhu Yaya, Sanda Saleh. These 6 are the most notorious among this gang that we are parading today. Their gang leader is Isa Umar. Recovered from their possession are 3 AK-47 rifles, 4 single barrel guns, 2 cut-size guns. This group confessed and admitted to various roles they play in the commission of various crimes that has occurred in this area. They are equally have been identified, and they have been identified by most of their victims. As we speak, other victims are equally coming up.
Kidnapping uku wanda ne nayi
wanda ka bi su kuka yi. Mutum nawa ne yake cikin kuke zuwa kidnapping da su kai kuna?
To na farkon mun je da buba.
Kuna kuka je?
Misalin mu za mu kai mu 17 haka.
Za ku kai ku 17? Yake guda nawa?
Guda 4.
Da kuka je da buba? Okay, the first one they went 17. They have been to several kidnappings with him, 3 kidnappings. That they are 17 in syndicate. The first one they went with buba, and they went with 4 AK-47. Yake guda 4 ko?
Ina ga guda 4 ne lalle.
Su kuka dauka na farin?
To na farin mun dauko wancan na wajen baban gwari wanda muka je yan uwayen su buba din.
Yara kenan?
Yara guda 3.
Guda 3. The first one they took 3 children. Yaran kwana nawa suka yi a wajen?
To waɗanda su suka tafi da su. Su Mujumba da Alti Karami.
He's just telling the people that because immediately after the operation, some will move the victim to guide them, while by others will be supplying food and other things.
You heard it from the first public relations officer, and you also mentioned it, saying that kidnapping is a very, very complex crime. But the first public relations have said it that sometimes you cannot separate it, because this is, since they form this trinity, this triune of kidnapping, rape, and armed robbery. What do you think about that?
Yes, why I say it's complex crime. When you look at it from north to south, east to west, you know, there is a maze of reasons and methodologies and approaches. You know, when I looked at it, you know, there is kidnapping, the ones that happen on the highway, you know, that criminal gangs come, they kidnap people on the highway, because I've been brainstorming on the preventive measures. Then there's the one that happened within the home front, of which informants come from people close by. It can be relations, it can be house help, it can be stewards, it can be a driver, it can be a security security guard. Then the one that also happened on the highway, like if you take some precautionary measure, let's say you screen those who you employ as cooks, as maid, what are you going to do about those on the highway that you don't know about? And the issue of the terrorists also do it for their own political, there's also political reason, religious reason, economic reason. Militants do it. So it's a maze, different, it becomes a kind of a mortem of divergent interest, divergent aims,
divergent
reasons. And when you also check it, who trained these people, who supplied the weapons, who provided the information. I was watching at the area of the arms they captured, and look at the people. They wouldn't have had enough money. There may be some powerful figure somewhere who they render account to. You may not know. There may be some fifth columnists within the security and intelligence, this thing that they have, if you connive with them. So it's something that even there was one I was reading, even in UK, there was a woman, Susan Matthews, they said the worst mom in UK. She arranged for the kidnapping of her own daughter. What was her aim? At the end, she will get the information that will lead government to rescue the child. And whoever gave the information, government is paying like £50,000.
Wow.
So her plan, she planned with her cousin, is that either her cousin provide information, if they pay, they share it, get their daughter back. And this was, so that's why I'm saying it's a complex. Sometimes people have even engineered their own kidnap.
We've had cases like
yes,
that.
that cases,
The one in Lagos of the traditional that was deposed by the governor of Lagos State.
Yeah. Then the security agents also, that's why even police and all the security need to also monitor their own people, because just like it happened during the heydays of armed robbery, here these high profile cases, when you check how successful, you find out that before the attack, you find out that police checkpoint has dispersed or something like that. So it's still prevalent, because what criminals have done is to change strategy. Before it used to be armed robbery, everything like you say now is fused together.
No, but now the Inspector General has advocated for death penalty. Do you think this will serve as a deterrent?
For example, I'm a humanist. Yeah, I'm a humanist in a way that I don't, in as much as I know, it's a very heinous crime. I'm not advocate of death penalty.
But looking at it, can it stop that crime?
It can, because even death penalty for robbery has it stopped robbery? It can, but it can be a deterrent. But the bottom line is we should look more at preventive approach to crime than reactive.
Okay, before we get there, I don't have time, so I'm going to ask you one last question.
Okay.
Maybe next time we'll get you on this program, because you've given us so many angles we need to look at it, and we'll appreciate you coming back. But finally, you talked about citizen participation in stopping crime. What can the citizen, what do you think this is all about? Because some people don't even know what it means when you say citizen participation.
Okay. Citizen participation is first and foremost, you are the chief security officer of yourself, being security conscious, being security aware of your environment. You know, like I mentioned before, like sometimes before the bombing and all these things, you see a car like in where I stay, sometimes I see car parked. I'll ask my security man, who parked this car? If it's time, I say, you don't know who parked this car and left, you should ask questions. You should be able to ask questions. Who are you? Why are you parking this car? Where are you going? You know who you are. Be careful how you make your move or say anything. Maybe you have transaction. Be careful how you say it, who is away. Then in your movement, sometimes, okay, your street, you can't prevent coming to your street. But you should check all those things. Then also inform the police or security agent. There are a lot of numbers they've set out now. Because without you informing them, they will not be able to know, or they will not be able to intervene. Sometimes things happen, you say, it doesn't concern me, I'm not a security agent. But your call can save a life. Your information can save a life. And they act based on the information they are given.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, this was Senator Iruegbu. We heard it loud and clear. Your call can save a life. Your information to security agencies can save a life. Citizen participation is key to helping the police and security agencies curb the menace of kidnapping, which is taking a worrisome toll on our society. You can send us your questions and comments via our Facebook page, STV Command Center. You can also follow us on Twitter at Command Center 16. We'll be glad to keep the conversation going. My name remains Amadin Uyi, your amiable host. Do have a wonderful week. Command Center is where we tell you the ongoing successes on the war against terror. It will give you a panorama. In the face of an ongoing insurgency in the Northeast.